Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Sideline Storage, boy Ray Swisher, and we talking the Mavericks. This is interesting to be honest with you because I didn't see a world where Klay Thompson wouldn't be in the Dubs uniform. He wouldn't be in the Golden State Warriors uniform. So let's take it back a little bit. Let's travel back a little bit. Um, a few years ago, you saw Jordan Poole get an extension. And with the incident with Draymond Green, Jordan Poole is no longer on, he's no longer on the team. We saw Steph Curry sign another $200 million contract. We saw Andrew Wiggins get paid. We saw Draymond Green sign a 4-year, $100 million deal. So Klay Thompson has to be looking around like, okay, like where's my contract extension? And it seems like the Warriors were never interested in giving him a deal. Wait, well, I'll say they weren't interested in giving him a deal that he would want. So if I'm Klay Thompson and I've won you 4 championships, 14 threes in the game, 60 points in the game, didn't play the fourth quarter, 60 points, 11 dribbles, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I've helped you reach all these feats. Even though Steph Curry is the face, I'm definitely a part of it. I'm probably a member of the best backcourt in NBA history. I'm synonymous now with Steph Curry, with Draymond Green, with this Golden State Warriors brand. Where's my money? And this is like the cold part of the business. I believe it was yesterday I saw get announced that they're ready to part ways with Klay. And I'm like, oh, this is real now. So the teams were the Lakers, the Mavericks. I believe the Orlando Magic was going to make a run at Klay, but they ended up signing Contavious Caldwell Pope. So I guess that took them out of the running. And I guess really the final two teams were the Mavericks and the Lakers. I feel like the Warriors really it seemed like they never intended on signing Klay Thompson. If we're really being honest, it didn't seem like they even had the motivation. And I'll take it a step further. I don't even know. I don't want to say I don't know, but I mean I don't know. I don't want to sit up here and like put this on anybody. I don't know what Draymond and Steph were doing like behind the scenes. If they were talking to Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob as far as like, can we retain Klay? Whatever we got to do, let's make sure we keep Klay. I don't know. Maybe they were doing it, but the front office was just so ready to move on from this era. And we really need to understand like this is coming to an end. One of the best teams of our generation. If you're in my age group, I'm 33. Like I grew up, I watched this team put it together from the We Believe era. They went into like a rebuild transition and they drafted Curry in '09, and we watched this thing get built. So it's like this is a situation where okay, one of the best franchises in NBA history that it's coming to an end. This is like the last dance era. We definitely here now. They did get the 22 joint, the 2022 championship, but it's shaky now, I guess they couldn't this is a luxury tax team. They couldn't justify it. They really couldn't. High in the luxury tax too. Um they didn't even make the play in. Yeah, I don't believe they even made the play in this season. So but um yeah, it came down to the Mavericks and the Lakers to land Klay Thompson, and we made the necessary moves to acquire him. We traded Tim Hardaway Jr. to Detroit. We got Quentin Grimes. We kind of relieved some salary cap, and it was announced today that we got Klay on a 3-year, $50 million deal. He ended up taking less years and money to come to the Mavericks. And what does that mean? Well, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson. Um, it's kind of changing the guard of like the offense. You know, Boston took the corner three away. It wasn't a lot of motion in the offense. It was more like one on one. What Klay Thompson will do, or what he will bring to the table, is this is a reliable 3-point shooter. I feel like when when everything was on the line, we didn't have the jump shooting, we didn't have the shot making ability, and Boston kind of dared like PJ Washington, Josh Green, Derrick Jones. They dared us to shoot threes. Klay Thompson isn't the marksman that he used to be, but his numbers really didn't fall off too much. He used to average 17 points a game. Let me see what did he shoot from three last season? Shot 38% off 9 attempts. That's Klay always hovering around 40, 41, 42%. Just a slight dip in the 3-point percentage last year, but he'll get a ton of looks. Will he start? Probably so. Don't know. It's not everything hasn't been clarified yet, verified, or anything like that. We don't know just yet, but um I feel like he chose us. I feel like he wanted to come here, and I like the move. I was kind of skeptical at first because I didn't necessarily know what number Clay wanted. Initially, I didn't know what type of contract he was looking for because he's coming off like a 5-year, $190 million deal. So I didn't know what he was looking for. I knew he wasn't getting that. I knew he was going to take a pay cut, but I didn't know how significant the pay cut was going to be. And this is 16 years. I was kind of surprised at the number. I was like, oh, that's what he wanted. I didn't. Maybe Golden State wasn't willing. I don't know if they offered him slightly less than that. I know he wanted more years. I think he wanted around like 4 years, but I feel like Golden State was kind of like getting everybody those years to line up when Curry contract expires in 2 seasons. I know Draymond Green, his contract it lines up around the time Curry his contract expires. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting from a Dallas standpoint. I feel like this is another move to trying to show Luka Doncic that listen, we're serious about winning. We're serious about winning right now. I had to kind of get out of my own ways because I was of the mindset, let's just keep rebuilding, keep putting pieces around the star player until we're ready. But Luka's ready to win now. He's 30 points a game lock. He averaged like 34, 10, and 9. He almost averaged a triple double this season. He's ready to win the championship like right now. What's the point in waiting? And not for nothing with these new superstars, nothing is really guaranteed. With the player movement is going on that goes on how it does. Anybody can ask for a trade. You can sign a max deal and ask out right after you sign it, so it doesn't matter. Let's show him we're ready to win right now. I don't want to take for granted having a superstar franchise award-winning player, and Luka Doncic is very much so in there. I feel like he was robbed of an MVP award this season. That's just my personal opinion, but with the Klay Thompson move, I like it. I feel like this would be a perfect situation for Klay. He could come to a play, no state tax. It's cool to live here. Everybody that comes here, they love it here. He'll get plenty of opportunities in the corner, in the wing. He can move. He moves very, very well without the ball. We've been watching this for years, and I feel like that's something new that Luka have to play like a teammate has that skill set. Kyrie knows all about it because he plays against them constantly in the NBA Finals. And life happens fast. 8 years later, they teammates. So I like the move. I welcome it. I feel like Jason Kidd, he has to be happy with the new offensive philosophy he can implement now with a player like Klay Thompson, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall. I feel like all of these players have great abilities to move off the ball and the playmaking ability now we all have with all these players that we have now. And I want to see guys like Jaden Hardy, Derek Lively take leaps in their games because, Derek Lively, you make it to the finals as a rookie and the team needs you. That has to be a boost of confidence. So let's see what type of abilities he can add to his arsenal because he's a great playmaker out of the post, and I feel like we definitely have a shot. I'm listening to a lot of podcasts, and they're talking about the hierarchy in the Western Conference next year. We're a top 4 team in everybody's name and top 5 team everybody's name. And so we definitely have our name in the hat. We're definitely in the race. I like this move. I like this move a lot. Man, the Klay era begins, man. We'll see how it goes. I have a good night.